Hey, Pain Stream, how you doing? Back again. We're in week 7 of lockdown. Crazy. So weird. I mean, April's just gone. And, it's just really weird. Today the Thunderbirds are coming out to fly over, so we're going to go out and try to see them. So that'll be cool. You can also see that, getting a little nutty in here because the last couple of videos that I posted, playing
around with different effects, because I'm like, well, I mean, it's entertaining for me, so hopefully it's entertaining for you. Deep voice, chipmunk voice, all these different graphics make my face look funny. So I hope you enjoy that. Let's start this week with week 6 of A Science of Wellbeing, The Science of Wellbeing by Laurie Santos from Yale University on Coursera. The first half of that course talked about why things we think will make us happy don't really make us happy, and why we think those things will make us happy when they in fact don't. So that's very interesting. Week 5 talked about the strategies that we can employ to actually make us happy and pursue happiness. Week 6 talks about actually changing our behavior in order to affect those strategies, because it's not easy to change behavior, and you need strategies to learn how to enact the strategies that will make you happy. So the focus here is on something called the Woop method, or Woop technique. Woop stands for wish, outcome, obstacle, and
plan. So first, you decide, it takes about 5 minutes, and do this every day. First, you think about what your wish is. So something that you want, a goal that you want to achieve. So I want to, one of the strategies to make me happy is to exercise more. Okay, how do I do that? Well, I'd like to exercise more, but you need to be more specific about that. So you need to make a decision on what it is you intend to do. I would like to exercise 15 minutes a day, or I would like to exercise 3 hours a week. And so that's your wish. This part is also instrumental in deciding if a wish is something you actually want to pursue. Maybe you think about it and you think, okay, my wish, my goal is that I would like to run 10 miles a day. And when you go through this process, you realize, I don't think that's not an achievable wish right now. What is achievable? Break it down into smaller chunks. So I would like to walk for 15 minutes a day. Okay, or, get a Fitbit, and I would like to walk 10,000 steps a day. Okay, that's achievable. Next, you think about the outcome. Think about what your life would be like, what successes you would have, how good it would feel if you achieve this wish. And don't just think, okay, well, if I achieve this wish, I will lose weight, feel better. You have to actually embody this outcome and really feel what it's going to feel like when you achieve this wish. Then
plan. So you create an if-then plan. So if I come home from work, right, my obstacle is I'm tired after work, and that's the only time I have to do this walking. I'm going to think about that. Okay, I'm coming home from work and I feel tired. I'm going to put on my gym clothes right away, and I'm going to walk anyway. I'm going to not sit down, put my stuff away, put my gym clothes on, and just start walking. So if I feel this, then I'll do this. That way, when you confront these obstacles, you've already decided in your mind, this is what I'm going to do about them. So it won't be as challenging. You'll have automatic responses to meet those challenges. And they found that this strategy is very successful in a lot of things, in most areas of life. So not just in weight loss, but in any goal that you have. They've tested this with the elderly. They've tested this with grammar school students. They've tested this with college students. So this works for any area of life that you have a goal that you wish to fulfill. Now, there's also an app that will help you along with this, and the app came out and was put out by the researcher who came up with this technique, and her name is Dr. Gabrielle Oettingen, Oettingen, and you can just look it up in any app store. It's called the Woop app, WOOP, and there's a website called whoopmylife.org, whoopmylife.org. So, another good tool from week 6, but I encourage you to go and take that course. Watch the videos in the course. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing any of the additional reading, although if they interest you and you feel like they are something that's going to help you to achieve your happiness, then by all means do it. Do it now.
So here we go. Next, we will look at some quotes from Outrageous Openness by Tasha Silver. On page 203, there's 2 quotes. Release the noose of public opinion. And that is from Laurie Anders, Anders. Next is Anonymous. The only sin is to have knowledge that could assist others and to hoard it. So you can see the things that over the course of my reading and learning and study have encouraged me to, against my better judgment, I guess, have encouraged me to share these tidbits of wisdom with you, because it's knowledge and I'm sharing it, and it will reach whoever it is meant to reach. And if you're watching this, go. I'm glad it's you, and I hope you benefit from it. Yay. So let's go to the quotes in my notebook, the pain book, pain number 2. But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not crushed. Perplexed but not in despair, persecuted but not abandoned, struck down but not destroyed. We always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. For we who are alive are always being given over to death for Jesus' sake, so that his life may also be revealed in our mortal body. 2 Corinthians 4, 7-11. We all, who with unveiled faces contemplate the Lord's glory, are
being transformed into his image with ever-increasing glory, which comes from the Lord who is Spirit. 2 Corinthians 3:18. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. That's pretty simple, clear, direct. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Isaiah 43:5. I know the Lord is always with me. I will not be shaken, for he is right beside me. That's nice. Psalm 16:8. He is the Holy Spirit who leads into all truth. The world at large cannot receive him because it isn't looking for him and doesn't recognize him. But you do, because he lives with you now and later will be in you. John 14:17.
Yeah, I think he's in you now. But that's just my opinion. And it's interesting. So I'm doing my 300-hour teacher training for yoga now, which is the 2nd level. And I'm reading a book by Dharma Mitra, about Dharma Mitra, who is a guru from New York who's been practicing yoga in New York from the 70s. And he's very widely known in the yoga circles. And, he says, yeah, there are yoga instructors who aren't perfect, who may eat animal meat, which he doesn't approve of, who are all at all different levels of the path to enlightenment. And why is that? Well, it's because there are all levels of students. And a student who's at this level may not relate to a teacher who's at this level. So they need a teacher at that level, which makes sense. And he says like or same attracts same. So that makes sense to me, because the person at this level still
should have a way to access the teaching, and that's pretty much similar to what Abraham Hicks says, right? If you're on these 22 levels of emotion, if you're down here at depressed, you can't connect with people up here. It's just not accessible. You're not going to really connect with them. But there does need to be
some way for you
to connect, or else
you're just lost. So
I think this
relates
to that. A man's
own folly
ruins
his life,
yet his heart
heart rages
against the Lord. Yeah, so that's oftentimes
times when our life
goes wrong, right? We
blame everyone else.
But
Really,
the key is to look
inside and to fix
what
we
we
need to fix to improve
our lives. But
if you tell someone
that
who's at that level,
blaming everyone,
they'll just blame
you. But
what are you gonna do?
Eventually they'll get it.
When the pain is so great,
They have no other
choice.
Proverbs
19:3. It
is
is
not good
to have zeal
without knowledge, nor to be
hasty and
miss the way. Proverbs
19.
2. Beautiful.
All right. Hope
You
you
enjoyed that.
peace out.